Hey guys, it's Miko from ML Sound Lab, and today I'll be talking about all the cool updates that came to ML Drums with the release of ML Drums Meld. Okay, and as you've probably noticed, with every single release we've done for ML Drums, we've added a bunch of cool stuff. Now, with the latest update that came with ML Drums Lux, which added a bunch of new snares and more velocity layers and all that stuff, we also added humanizing and many things on the background, obviously. Once we started working on ML Drums Meld, which has the Meinl Byzance cymbals, which are the best cymbals in the world. Everyone in gent uses them, but also rock, alternative rock, everyone's using them these days. You can now have them, but once we started working on those, we're already kind of updating our studio in many ways, so we have better mics, we have more velocity layers for ML Drums Meld, which just led us to feeling like, okay, we just have to do both ML Drums Free and ML Drums Essential cymbals completely again. Now, one of the first things we noticed was the ride cymbal. Now, Essentials has two ride cymbals. Both are Sabian high-end cymbals, but they don't really crash as nicely as the Meinl Byzance does. However, we wanted to give that option for Essentials and Free users too. So now all the rides have a crash ride, obviously the main ride, and the bell. Now the next advancement is CC hi-hats. You'll actually find all the controls in the MIDI page of ML Drums for CC hi-hats. You can enable it and you have automatic calibration for it, so that's pretty cool. If you don't know what CC hi-hat is, for some of these e-kits you actually have different ways of handling how open the hi-hat is. Some use CC messages, which just essentially tells ML Drums how open your hi-hat is. My hi-hat is actually not a CC hi-hat, so I only have three options: fully closed, semi-open, and fully open. And that's cool, I'm very happy with that, but with a CC hi-hat you would actually get all the versatility in between. So I believe we have 5 different semi-open hi-hats now, so you can actually control exactly how open you want to have the hi-hat. And you can now do that with ML Drums Free, ML Drums Essentials, and obviously with ML Drums Meld. Now about crashes, we can now choke them. And it's a very realistic choke. And on top of that, we actually added more velocity layers to all of these cymbals, so you can do stuff like this. So you can go super smooth, you can go all the way up, obviously, and the transition between those will be very pleasant and smooth. Now, all of this stuff that I'm talking about regarding the e-kits also obviously applies to ML Drums users who don't have an e-kit. If you're using a MIDI controller or a MIDI keyboard or whatever, you can still use the CC to control exactly how open you want the hi-hat to be. You can crash the ride, you have the velocity layers. Mainly, I just wanted to kind of talk about having an e-kit because I enjoy it a lot. Like, I suck as a drummer. I mean, I've only been playing for less than a year now, I suppose, but it's so much fun. I much prefer playing drums and being really bad at it than playing guitar right now. I enjoy it a lot. So if you can, I highly recommend get an e-kit. It's so much fun. If you have space for it, do it.